Hey everyone, this is Big Benedict. We're on chapter 11 of 12 on Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2. So, to the left, right up there, this way, is not a really good place to stand because over in that location, even though I'm putting my guys over there, it's possible to get sniped by the sniper who's up on the billboard area up to the right where we can't see him. But the thing is, since we can't see him, he can't see us, and we're also at an angle where he can't hit us. So the only times I ever died over here were the times he shot me. But this is just a wonderful place to stand, and you could recall your squad mates, place them back over here. Beautiful. Two behind that car, one behind the other car to the right. And we're just going to take these guys out, and hopefully you can mark that guy up there for death and use a kill order and just take him out. Even so, it's not even an issue because he can't kill us. We just need to clean up everybody in the courtyard. And they don't let you have the gun cam on this chapter either, so if you're used to using it like I am, you might be disappointed. But don't let it get you down. Did you see that? I had to swallow right there. But they took him out for me. That was really good. So that first section's cleared. With the exception of this guy over here. Two guys. But they're in another section of the fight anyway. So this chapter, I died quite a bit on this chapter, to tell you the truth. And at its conclusion, we'll be trying to take out two enemy choppers, one of whom has a bit more health than the other one does. But from this point right here, you'll probably want to go into this area here where it's really safe. And just tag guys, kill the enemies, bring them over to you, set them up. Just do all the things that you've been trained to do. And I have, oh yeah, by the way, the guns I have selected, I use the Scar and the Scar-H, that is, the one without the grenade launcher. Because I think the one with the grenade launcher doesn't have optics, but this one does. So I could zoom in 2 times. Even though that's not much, at least it's something. So, yeah, this part I don't like too much. This whole setup, it's a nice looking chapter. I like it, but they'll have you going from the water bit. Where are we going, to the water facility? Is that what it's called? We go to the water facility, then we go over the other way, and then we go back there, and it's just like they're leading us around like we're puppets here, and I just don't like that kind of shit. But once you get up there, you'll get a checkpoint. And it'll be a long time after before you get another checkpoint. So make sure if you're not in the green of health, you'll need to have the medic heal you. But after this checkpoint, we're going to be, like the position we're in right now, that's where enemies are going to be. So I realize that they're trying to utilize these levels in the best way they can, but I think the final time you go back, I think there should have been a zip line, but that might have been too much for this game to handle, even though it handles a lot very, very competently and with a lot of professionalism. Maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they didn't want to have that. Maybe the level design wouldn't benefit from that. But it definitely is nicer to use a zip line than have to run around so fast with this character who doesn't run fast, even though it looks like he's going fast. But he's not, because this is in fast forward speed a little bit. Because this all just takes a long time. So we're doing some close quarters fighting right here. Not too often in this game are enemies close to us. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why it's difficult. There's a little awkward edit right there because I died not on this area here, but somewhere pretty damn far away, and I got frustrated. So now we're going to have to move back, go back the way we came. So have your teammates follow you down to this area here, set them in a place where they're safe and where they have access to shooting targets. And we're just going to go to another location. Actually, we don't go back to the water facility that we're just on where we got a checkpoint, but it just feels like they are kind of stringing me along on the map here, and it's okay. I mean, it's the final. I mean, it's almost getting to the final level. We'll see what the final level holds for us. I don't know what it does because I haven't done it yet. I'm looking forward to clearing it. But I've got some good tips up ahead to get you through the next part with less issues. So now I'm going to, since the guy to the left can't hit me, I need to get at an angle where I can kill this guy, which I just did right there. So now I'm going to swap shoulders, have my teammates reconvene, and then just safely approach this guy here. But approaching an enemy is not good in this game because there's no melee. I mean, they just outright kill. I don't even know what they do to you. It's just like they shoot you or punch you. It doesn't look. There's no punching animation, but that right there was really risky, and he popped out really quick and scared me. Okay, so we need to go to the left here, and you'll want to stay in the middle at first, and just really systematically clear all these enemies out. Because if you die anywhere over here, you have to start way back in that water facility and do the fight that we just did. So that's what's really challenging about this section here. So this is a really great spot to have your teammates at. It's just that there's going to be some soldiers on the roof who we can't hit currently. There's also going to be some soldiers in that building to the left that you see. I kill them, but they respawn even after I got my checkpoint. So I had to kill them twice. It's kind of hilarious actually, but it was annoying as hell. So there's one guy up there. There will be a guy that you can't hit until you at least go in that building, but it's really risky to go in there until you're sure you've killed every single person that you can without any stragglers from a wave existing anywhere. So I think at some point I saw an enemy to the left, and that's why I went to the building to the left. But I think the way they wanted to make this game was that you don't fight those guys until you get your checkpoint and go back through that building. But I ended up killing those guys, and perhaps it was because of this. But here I'm tagging the enemies to the guys on the roof. Nope, I didn't tag them with the satellite. But see that? I don't know if they spawn unless you look at them, but I just don't know because they're spawners that they're gonna respawn. So coming back over here to get a better angle. I think there's one more guy in that building to the left. Yeah, caught him unawares, thankfully. But we're going to be coming directly through this building, and oh, I see. It had you not go over there because that's taking you out of the battle zone, but that'll open up after we get our checkpoint on the roof. But don't you see like how a zip line would come in really handy from across the way into this area here? Maybe you could kick the first guy and then melee with the second guy if there's, if there was that ability in this game. That would be good. That's what all the new games do, but that's just smarter than having the player run down the stairs. Do a lot of running he doesn't want to do with a character that's just so damn slow. But speaking of slow, you really got to take this next part carefully. There's going to be an enemy to the left, and of course this guy here it's hard to hit this guy. I don't even know if you can. No, he's unhittable. You have to go up the ramp to the right when you get in the building, to the left of that forklift right there. So position your guys where you need them to be, and beware of the guy to the left. because you just don't want to die over here. There should. Ah, that was such a fucking unfair hit. I remember that. I was doing that earlier this evening. If you rewind that, that's totally unfair. There's no way that guy could have sprayed me through the building. It's so unfair. Now I need to do the heal thing so I could heal myself. And this things like this force me to speed these clips up because A, the battles take forever. They have to take forever. They have to take a long time because if you rush, you die. That's how it is in all these games. But there's the medic is the one with the hat, with that Panama hat. I think those are called. But I was having trouble here just getting the option to open. Oh no, that hat. He's wearing the ball cap hat. So I'm gonna have him heal me, and I could have some security going into the building. But I think all it is one enemy. It's just that one guy. But there might be some spawners when you go through the next. Oh yeah, also there's a guy behind that car. He is wounded. So watch out for him. He might not. He won't be wounded if you haven't wounded him. Obviously, I don't know. Well, maybe one of my teammates wounded him. So I'm going to have to very carefully take this guy out. Looked like he was pretty defenseless anyway. And you will see a rough edit over here because I didn't know how to get to the roof. And then once I saw how, I slapped my palm against my forehead, thinking how dumb I was. But anyway, it's just that one guy left. For now, I don't know if there's any more after him. Quite possibly so, but I don't know for sure. So just be very careful as you come up here. I think I heard some talking when I came up here, like a conversation. Yeah, there's way more than one guy. So here's your final test. If you could pass this, you'll get your checkpoint. If not, they're going to send you way back. Way far back. It's not fair. It's bullshit. So there's a checkpoint right there. Had to do an awkward edit. But see, this is where I was talking about having a zip line take us to the building across the way. And then watch these guys in that building that I was mentioning respawn over here. And this was just bullshit. I just killed these guys. There's no reason I should have to kill them again. But you see the yellow square? That's where you need to go. But getting there is going to be pretty tough because there's going to be a lot of enemies that lie in your wake. And no checkpoint either. You get a checkpoint after you disable the EMP. So this section right here, if you wait too long and have all the guys spawn on the different levels, it's going to be really hard to get into a position that's closer. So that's why I'm risking it a bit, since I just got that checkpoint, and dying is not going to set me back too much. But I want to be at least a little bit closer here because I don't think I have any ammo for the SCAR, meaning I don't have I don't have a rifle with the scope on it, so I have to do long range combat with this weapon here, which is actually more like a shotgun in its short length efficacy. So instead, I'm going to throw frag grenades, take out all the clusters of enemies that I can on the ground. And I'm going to be marking targets. There was one point over here where I ran out of ammo, but it wasn't in this clip, I don't think. So the SCAR H has 0 ammo. And just toggling between the weapons is difficult sometimes. Because I hold down the triangle button But sometimes there is a way to quick swap between the two weapons. I think you just tap the triangle button. Yeah, that's probably what you do. Sometimes when I'm toggling weapons, it cycles down to the next one over to the right, which is the frag grenade. So I don't know what's going on with that. So what I end up doing is just holding down the triangle button and just swapping out. So we have a 36K carabine. You need to go to the right. And there's going to be two spawners. They're going to be coming down the stairs. And you'll see them running down the stairs. They don't just spawn out of thin air. There they come. So you'll need to quickly get into cover here and just take these guys out. Now, the second guy, he'll run up the stairs once he hears fire. So that's why I was trying to tag that guy up there. Ooh, somebody else killed him. That was a good kill. My guys out there, since I hadn't brought them in, they were still out there and they had a clear line of sight. That's good game making right there. But anyway, there's no more enemies. There was an enemy up here once, but it was that guy that my teammates has killed. You'll want to probably, in preparation for the helicopter fights, you probably want to take one of these weapons because there's two weapons that have grenade launchers on them. But one time I died over here based on one of these. One of the guys ran at me, and the first time I ever came up here, and he killed me. It was just one of those really tense moments that I lost out on. So just be very careful here. If you have to, just have your teammates kill him if you don't want to risk it. Also watch out for his frag grenades. He tends to throw those. We got a checkpoint. Sorry about the awkward edit. And there's two choppers to take down. Now you only get 6 rounds per gun, and there's only 2 of these guns. So I don't know how it would work to take these choppers down with anything other than these guns, which are explosive guns. So just don't waste any shots, to be sure. And if it's not working for you, just allow yourself to be killed, or reload the last save point. And just be more careful next time aiming. So here's the second one. I don't know if you could stack the bullets. Like if you came down here with 6, if it would have 12. I just don't know. I've never experimented with that. Now there's one more chopper to take out up here. And this is the guy with the more HP to him. So kind of wait a second until the reticle is aqua colored. For some reason that's a requirement here with this gun. Really bizarre. I think you really have to have your sight lined up. Ooh, that was a... See, he moved at the last second right there. He flinched, that fucker. Fortunately, the last bullet killed him, though. And we can now detonate. Did I already do that? I might have done that off camera. Yeah, I did that off camera. I'm sorry, you guys. You will have to place a charge on that EMP and then run down here. But you'll be prompted to place the charge on it before that helicopter fight even starts. And that's the end of the chapter. All you need to go now is over to this direction, and there's no more enemies. You're just going to be rendezvousing with a Humvee. And then that will conclude the chapter, and I'll see you in the final chapter. Thanks for watching my guide.